I started an agency by accident. I wanted to go to law school and I actually worked for Phillips Law Firm. And while I was interning, while I was in university, I hated the law. I was in a Photoshop class and one of the modules in comp sci, they taught you Photoshop. So I was like wanting to exercise my newly acquired Photoshop skills and I like redid his logo and I started designing some graphics and he was like super chill about it. He's like loved the initiative. I like started posting on Facebook and this was like 10 years ago. He was like, Camille, whatever you're doing, like keep doing it. Like you're onto something. My phones are ringing off the hook. So he introduced me to some other businesses in my university town and he helped me incorporate Third Eye Insights. And he sat me down one day and he said, Camille, you should not get into law because you should get into marketing. Then I started doing marketing for these like local doctors and realtors and other lawyers. And it started doing really well. So I got to quit my like serving job. I got to hire some friends and I had employees. And then that started doing well. And then I had an amazing full-time job. And I was at this crossroads in my career where it was like, I was now kind of handcuffed where I couldn't run both the agency and do my job. And I was like, okay, like, what do I do? Like, do I keep this fantastic job that I would have never gotten at this age? And it was like great salary. I was doing super well. Or do I continue to run this business on the side? So I took the risk and I leaned into TEI and I like had bought this house and I was like making it an office and I was like, we were getting all these clients and it was doing really well. And then COVID hit and I was like, oh my God, there is just no way that I can fail. I couldn't pay my mortgage payments. I couldn't pay the team. I came from a poor family. The banks weren't helping you at this point. I had no loans. And I was like, okay, I need to figure this out. Like I cannot fail. And I felt so frustrated at the world because I was like, there's just nothing I can do. Like the whole world was shutting down. Nobody knew it was happening because we'd never had a global pandemic like this. So there was nothing I could turn to or anyone I could speak to give me the answers that I was looking for like figuring out how to run a business during this time. And I had like employees and it was so stressful. I didn't take one day off during COVID. I was like, I am going to outread anybody. I'm going to consume the most amount of information because if there's one way to get through this, it's by not taking any time off. And I watched everyone do these like COVID vacations and like while the world was shut down and like everyone was just at home and like I was spiraling every day. I was just like reading books. I was like walking. I was like listening to audiobooks. I was like, nobody talked to me. And it was literally 3 years of like, I literally read 4 to 5 books a week. Then I started creating content and the rest was kind of history. At no point did I ever really want to create an agency or be here. But I did the work. I still feel like I'm figuring it out every day. And there's most days I wake up and I'm like, pinch me. We have an agency. We have a lot of bodies that work here. We have clients all over the world. We've got to work with the biggest brands. And it's really been the greatest gift ever. But I didn't really plan to get here.